Evening, everybody. It's Tuesday, and these are the races from Saturday in the Manufacturers Cup. This is actually my second race, qualified 10th. I'm with Alfa. I thought the 4C would be a good choice. I don't think it had the pace here. The Supras and the other stuff just outclassed me as far as the speed goes. Anyway, I raced 3 of these races, and none of them turned out. That's a nice bit of avoiding there by Bobby Vegas. Good sportsmanship there, not to go into the back of Jose 809. So hopefully that doesn't affect his race too bad. Anyway, so this was kind of a tough race. I thought I had it down pretty well going into the first heavy braking corner, and I get smoked by Redlock Jade. Doesn't even wait up. Dive bombed from a mile away, knocked me out basically, and then, you know, I don't think that was a very fair move. Anyway, so now we're here into the back section. Yeah, so I went from P10 down to P14. Anyway, so I thought the Alfa would be okay here. It handles well, but like I said, I don't think it doesn't have the pace of, say, like, definitely it doesn't have the pace of the Supra. I saw the Corvette perform pretty well here, and the BMW, which is a pretty good high-speed kind of handling car. Down into the hairpin, there's a yellow flag passing, and I think I just beat it. And I didn't get a penalty there, luckily for me. So, anyway, there's the Mazda. I think it's Raquel, 34. Another Canadian guy. Kind of sticking behind him, or trying to stick in behind him. You can hear that that rotary engine wailing the whole time. Seems to start to get close to him. So, stay in that slipstream on this front straight here. So there's the buddy that took me out. I guess he did get a penalty anyway. So, got that spot back up to P11. So now I'm only down 1. We go down to the hairpin, and look at this dive from way a mile away by, not Bobby Vegas, by Monkey Wrench. And it looked like it spun him off, because he didn't get to take advantage of that kind of that move there. That looked like a little bit of a pit maneuver from Jose 809 there in the Ferrari. It's too bad for Bobby Vegas, because he's been racing really nicely in this race. So go a little bit too deep here. Jose goes back around. Get on the brakes a little earlier, stay on the inside. So catch up to him on the front straight, and I'm going to take the outside. Don't really have enough overspeed here to get past him far enough. Goes in behind and kind of clocks me in the back quarter there, but anyway, managed to get the position back, but here he comes. So, yeah. Anyway, going down into the triple right to left. You can go down on the inside there. Looks like Asian Prophecy is off. It's an interesting name. Yeah. So, picked up 2 spots there. I got on the inside of Jose, and I got up the GTR that went off. There we go. Let's see if I can get on the inside of Raquel here. I am, but he gets on the accelerator pretty good and manages to get back at me and keep that position. There we go. Past. Yeah, that wasn't a very good turn there. Anyway, there goes Jose back past me again. Exactly what I wanted to do, is try and get by him again. But it is what it is. So, down into the lots of right-handers here. Jose goes in on the inside, so I just kind of back out a little bit. Sometimes I don't, like, I watched a couple videos, and sometimes staying out of the action can help you see what's going to happen, see the openings. Anyway, I got a run on Jose there, and through the tunnel, managed to get past him. These little switchbacks underneath here to stay right in the line there. So down into the hairpin. I go a little bit deep, but I managed to back on the accelerator there and stay ahead of Jose. Down to the hairpin again. Raquel's kind of all over the place. He's moving a lot under braking, and I'm trying not to hit him. So I think I ended up kind of hitting him there. We were both going deep. I didn't mean to body check him off, hopefully, but anyway. So I made it back up to P6 on lap 6. So down into the S's here before the straight. Carry as much speed as possible, but also stay out of the wall. Anyway, there we go. Obviously that helped. I kept that position. So down into lap 8, I'm in P6, and we go into the pits. So I do decide, the first lap race I didn't change the tires, and at the end of the race it gets pretty dicey. So I decided to change tires this time. It's a quick change. Come out in P8. Monkey wrench by me again after he's made it back up after his dive bomb attempt. And I've caught back up to Jose again. Go down the inside. We're up to lap 10 now. I think his tires might be dying a little bit. So I really want to try to catch up to Monkey Wrench because I really want to get by him again. There we go. Down to the first corner. Hit that one just right. Get a good run. So I'm coming up on Monkey Wrench here. I go to the inside, and he stays in his line, on his lane. So going down into the 3 rights. I don't know, maybe his tires were getting a little suffering a little bit too. It is lap 13. So I took new tires on 8, and you can see where my wear is at. So. It seems to be working out. A lot of people go into the wall in this corner here. And it looks like, I don't know, we're still good. But Monkey Wrench probably had to brake a little extra. T-Wit. So now I'm up into P5 on lap 14. I can see the podium in the distance. Getting a little excited. Wit goes into the wall. Run on him, so I go to the inside. Or outside, I don't know, whatever. Outside on this corner. And then there I am in P4. Stallion's been fast the whole time, so I don't know if I don't think I can catch up to him. P4 on the last lap. It's good. It's a nice little advance. But it is not to be. Wit kind of leans on me there. He gets the inside line and then uses me kind of as a emergency brake to keep himself from going too deep, and body checks me out of the way, which at the time I was like, so right now I'm like, I gotta get back at him. I gotta get back to him. And I don't know if I'm carrying a little bit too much speed from my tires into these corners and into the last part of the S's and into the wall and try to catch it. No. And of course, I end up facing the wrong direction. So, Monkey Wrench goes by. I'm in P6. I end up in P7. So I spent a bunch of time here at the end of this race trying to figure out, okay, P7. Should I race again? Yeah, clean race, but should I race again? I think I can do better. And I decided to race again. So, I mean, I qualified in P6, so that's good. But, well, I'll show you. So I hit the rev limiter there. Actually, what happened was I was getting a phone call, and I looked at my phone for a second, and I missed the gear shift. So I should just leave that alone. But anyway, so I dropped one spot there to Pops. So now I'm in P7. Drinking Bud 420 comes up behind me. See, right there, he touches me. I don't know if he's giving me a bump draft or if he was trying to get me, like, to destabilize my car or something like that. But anyway, I wasn't sure what was going on there. Anyway, He goes down the inside there. Have to brake a little bit to make sure I don't go into the back of him. And D is right in my rearview mirror. And so I've lost 2 positions in the first half lap. But I'm trying to... Oh, Drinking Bud goes into the wall there. Get a run on him, but not enough of a run. And I decide here that I'm not going to try and pass in this S because it's high speed. There's a lot of people, a lot of stuff banging around. Last thing I need is to cause a big old crash. So anyway, go here and move to the outside and a little bit too close to the wall. Dang it. That was dumb. So anyway, I get on the inside here, but I've still got right-left damage, which is not going to help me get in front of anybody here. Which is the end. So Drinking Bud kind of pushes Alex one out of the way a little bit. So Alex has to get on the brakes a little harder. Tristan is coming up behind me. And the Corvette. Damage is gone. That's one of the benefits of being in the D lobby, is you don't have to worry about the damage so much. Alex 1 must have hit the wall there. Anyway, I hit the wall. Great. So I'm trying to stay in the slipstream on Drinking Bud. Tristan is coming up next to me. And this works out actually pretty well. I don't hit the wall, and we managed to drive through that corner side by side. Nice little bit of racing there with Tristan. Corvette seems like it would be a good choice here, just because of the sheer speed. But anyway, down into the multiple rights. So I'm back down to P8. Whatever. The GTR is coming up hard behind me there. I don't know if he did bump me a little bit, but I'm not sure if I'm the reason he got loose on the back end, but whatever. Both of those guys are into the wall. I get a really good run. So we're past Tristan. Trying to close the gap on Drinking Bud here. Yes. This is only the second lap, so a lot more action at the beginning of this race. Some of it was that hitting that wall was definitely, that was dumb. I couldn't believe that. And on the brakes, and I can't quite get enough brake here. So I lift off because I don't want to try to take advantage of that, but by doing that, I drop too much speed and the Corvette goes back past it. So whatever. I think it was better for me not to try and push through there. Take a little rear end from the Viper. D was right up behind me there. A little extra speed. I'm not sure if that helped me hit the wall there or not, but inside there. And try to stay in the slipstream, see if I can't close a little bit of the gap. So let's move forward to lap 3. Drinking Bud, I don't know how he got a half-second penalty. Not sure what course limits he would have gone over, but anyway, Drinking Bud is behind me now, and I go into the wall. Dang it, I was catching up there a little bit, and I thought I had a good run. So now you can see Drinking Bud in that Genesis flying up behind me. He bumped me again for some reason. I don't know if he just can't control that car or what. Anyway, move forward to lap 7, still behind Drinking Bud. And LTVS is here, trying to stay in the slipstream. He's kind of all over the place here. He hits the wall here, and I hit him. And then that, of course, spins me, and again end up facing the wrong direction. Again. And we get a little Austin Powers kind of thing going on here. Wall, wall, wall. 12, 13. And now I'm all the way down to 14th. Fantastic. So, being that it's lap 7, I decide, you know what I should do? I should just go into the pits. And I take a little bit too tight of a line there. Man, that sucks. So that's going to be a penalty for sure. Anyway, I'm in P14. in the pits after hitting somebody else who hit the wall. So anyway, there's my 3-second penalty, just like I thought. Taking the penalty on the front straight, and there goes Alex. So now I am officially in last. Fantastic. Doesn't take too long though. I catch up to Alex. Back in the S's here. I take the inside line going into the hairpin. Get on the brakes hard, so I can catch that inside. And there we go. Moved on. So I passed Pops in the pits. So moving ahead, KP obviously had a 3-second penalty. And I didn't think I should try to push past him there. He's in the wall, so I get a run on him. But watch this. Instead of picking either the left or the right, he drives right down the middle the whole time. And I mean, he's using the walls basically to his advantage so that I can't get past him on the straights there. At least that's what I think. Either that or he just doesn't trust himself up against in one of the lanes. So get a little bit of a run coming out of there, out of that last left. He touches the wall there, but so do I, so I don't really gain anything there. Try to stay in that slipstream, see if I can close it up. He's extending a little bit. Still under 4/10 behind him. Coming down into the hairpin. And he's going to take the outside. I don't have enough. He goes way too deep, so he tries to V it. I get back on the inside. And I get past him. But that Corvette's got a lot of straight line speed, so I go down and I know that he's going to dive in here. I take this corner a little bit wide because I didn't want to, well, it felt like he would just elbow me off that line. Now all I'm trying to do is make sure I stay with him, stay in that slipstream, stay close. See, he really accelerates away from me, but then I start to draw him back in. Anyway, so this is lap 10. He's into that wall again, so I'm going to close up a little bit of space here. Reeling him in, kind of. You can see, look at that, he's right down the middle. So I just give him a little bump. Give him some extra... help him out a little bit, hit that apex, throttle the throttle, to that apex, last one, and then cut here, hit that apex, stay off the wall. Seems like I got a little bit of a run on him here. The walled corner, and he goes into the wall there, and he's just right down the middle again. So I say, forget it, I'm going to the inside. Squeeze past him. There's a little bit more width there than there is on the front side. So, S's. I feel like he's far enough back, so I take the racing line, which I consider to be the outside, and he takes the inside. I go deep. A little bit of a cutback. I don't think I touched him there. He got a little bit loose, and then he managed to catch it, and he came back. I know he's going to dive bomb here again. Not really dive bomb in this case, but a little too much speed into that part of the corner. Still think he's carrying too much. He's into the wall there again, so get by him there before we head out onto lap 11. Down the front straight. Thinking maybe I should have picked that Corvette. Anyway, I don't know if this was the best, but it worked for him. I think the racing between me and KP Racing has been pretty good. Nobody's been really, trying to hit anybody. You can see, look here, at least he's picked the lane now, which is good. Not just driving down the middle. So he takes the inside, I take the outside, and here we go. Around the corners again. It's a little bumpy there. That's hard, I guess. That's not really a side-by-side racing spot, but so stay off the wall, staying close. 2/10. I don't get tight enough here, but don't really gain too much on them there. Down to the S's. See, it's kind of hard to see with that big wing in there. But, touch the wall there, kind of lose all my momentum, which is kind of crappy. Come on, get on those brakes, get on those brakes. Go around the outside of him here, and I'm kind of not really sure what's going on here, but I mean, if you look at the radar, he had all kinds of space. And it looked to me like he chose to go, he didn't want to get past, so he tried to knock me out, which is pretty crappy. So a little over a lap later, we're back at it again here, and I'm not really going to be worried about passing at a bad spot here anymore, because, well, I had a run on him in that corner. It felt like he just didn't want to get past, so he took me. But, here we go. So, down into long right, triple right. And that was a little bit of a move under braking as far as I'm concerned. We already started to brake, and he tried to move out into my line some more, so that bump would have been his fault as far as I'm concerned. Touches the wall a little bit there. Try to get down on him here. He's on the throttle a little early. He's right into the, what's it called? So, right into the wall there. So I get by him again, and hopefully can make this stick. So we get a little bit of a runaway from him there. Not sure if he touched the wall there or not. Not gaining any time, but it looks like he might have touched the wall there, because I am starting to gain a little bit of a gap. So, anyway, I thought I could catch up to Kev, which I could not. So I went from P7 and 1 to P12.